Good day, good day, my good loving humans. It's still cold in my basement. I just propped up from turning the little heater on the bottom there. Below deck, here we are, ready to be completely present, ready to keep the main thing. Travelers up the street called Trust, headed to the ultimate destination, that is the Tower of Power. Here we are, ready to make the proactive choice of planting our feet in front of us and saying that freedom is at our feet, that we can be unafraid of the future and free of the past because we are practiced at being present. Here we are, ready to flex that willpower muscle, engaging in this beautiful habit together with our minds separate yet one. We are gonna set the container for the week, and Walt Whitman did sing Mi impretube, standing at ease in nature, master of all, or mistress of all, a plum in the midst of irrational things, imbued as they, passive, receptive, silent as they, finding my occupation, poverty, notoriety, foibles, crimes, less important than I thought, me, or public, or menial, or solitary, all these subordinate. I am eternally equal with the best. I am not subordinate. Me, toward the Mexican Sea, or in the Manhattana, or the Tennessee, or far north, or inland, a riverman, a man of the woods, or of any farm life in these states, or of the coast, or the lakes, or Canada, me, wherever my life is lived. Oh, to be self-balanced for contingencies. Oh, to confront night, storms, hunger, ridicule, accidents, rebuffs, as the trees and animals do. One of the fantastic things about this level of consciousness, my good humans, is our capacity to see the interconnectedness of things, to be aware of them, and to track them as a more primitive creature might track a need more critical to their survival. My sister Robin last week, if she's out there today, I do not know. My sister Robin last week said something which has stuck with me because it struck me. And this universe would have it, as this universe would have it, the spirit of her thought keeps propping up through other things, right? That is what we call coincidence. She said that she has taken the posture of expecting great things to happen. It is her expectation. I'll not explain the surrounding political circumstances to which she was referring, because what is important here is the mindset that she is issuing. And while initially I dare say that I shied away from the idea of expecting, as in my own practice of watching the thinker, I've recognized that expectations are largely dangerous. In fact, taking the posture of expect nothing and gain everything, there she is, Sister Robin. There is something to this that connects to Whitman's posture. In the poem, Whitman says, a plum in the midst of rational things. Our next principle, the principle for the week, or for most of the week, I think, I really drilled down last week into curiosity. I'm not sure I'll do the same this week with our next principle, which is to assume useful dialogue is possible even when it is unlikely. There is another word, assume, which we have been conditioned to believe is largely negative. And yet, in the last few weeks, we've learned that we will always make assumptions. It is part of what we are, how we connect to the world. And that the truth about it is indeed that we do not let assumptions go when they are proven wrong. Yes. And that the best way to do this is to stay curious And so my sister Robin says, expect greatness. Yeah, I think so. As Whitman says, be not perturbed. As in this form we are masters and mistresses of irrational things, that all these things permeate us, and that we need not be lost in what we perceive as important. Not the private self, not the public self, not the menial, not the solitary. All of these things, they are subordinate. What is not subordinate is that we are eternally equal. That we are eternally equal with the best, so why not expect great things? Is the expectation then not a partner to the assumption? And can we leave expectations? Can we have expectations that our assumptions are correct? Only that when we test them, that we are not steered too far off the course. And then, can we do as other animals do? That we must not be so rigid, that we may not be so rigid, so concrete, so formed. Let us be self-balanced for contingencies. Oh, dear Bard, thank you. Oh, dear Robin, my sister, thank you. And how do we get there from here? Well, we go into our best selves with beginner's minds, with patience, with faith, and with devotion, rather than impatience, indifference, and mistrust. Let us become who we were meant to be today. This meditation, it seeks to create balance. It seeks to connect you to the universe that is you. It seeks to boldly go where no one has gone before, deeper and deeper into the epicenter of your circle. A focused mind is a concentrated mind. A concentrated mind is a satisfied mind, is a curious mind. So say we all. So let us now transition to breathe. Beautiful, beautiful diaphragm breaths, belly breaths, breathing deep into the diaphragm. If you're seated, your feet are to the floor, your palms are in your lap. If you're lying down, each limb is touching a surface. If you are in the lotus, I dare say that you know what to do. If you're standing, Tai Chi, like me, shoulder width apart, those legs should be. These breaths will be full, pulling the breath up into the chest and up into the head, as Wim Hof says. It may make you a little lightheaded or a little nauseous. That's okay. If you find some pins and needles, even better. Let us fill that body. Let's fill those capillaries. Let us oxygenate properly. Transitioning after to check in with the body. For those with sight, as you have sight, if you have sight, eyes wide open for now. Breathing deep and release. Breathing deep and release. Free fall down. Breathing deep and release. 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 Two more times. Breathing deep and release. One final time. Breathing deep and release. This time, as you have sight, if you have sight, allow those eyes, lids to flutter closed. allowing the attention to focus on the object form, this outer body, this membrane, focusing down to all that you have, as you have, if you have, lower limbs, feet, ankles, toes, fascia of the soles, calves, knees, and joints, long hamstrings, weighty quads, thick glutes, calling attention to what you have as you have. If you have, holding down, squeezing tight, drawing in each muscle, each tendon, each ligament, focusing the attention, overriding tension. As you have it, if you have it, all together. Squeezing tight. Noticing that when you call attention to one, you lose focus of the other, taking them all in together. And when you have it, all together, tightly wound, let go. Feeling that release, finding the root, the line of the chakra, the base of the spine, the sacral and solar plexus, the heart center. As you have it, if you have it, what you have, the stomach, brain, belly, the miles of digestive tract, the rib cage, all together. Take hold that root. Draw in the abdomen. Squeeze down the pectoral. Hold tight the torso. All together. Squeezing down. Focused attention. Overriding tension. And when you have it all together, let go. The outer body falling away. The stirring digestion. Find the upper back, shoulders and neck. Finding the shoulders, and as you have them, if you have them, what you have, biceps and triceps, forearms and wrists and palms and digits all together, squeezing down what you have, if you have, drawing in the stress center, holding tight, focused attention, overriding tension, and when you have it all together, feeling that release. Supersuit on. Let us don the helmet into the head. As you have them, if you have them, what you have, eyes and sockets, ears and lobes, teeth, tongue, gums, skin of the cheeks, throat, follicles of hair, crown, sinus, squeeze down. Drawing in. Creating tension, focused attention, and when you have it, all together, let go. Letting go to the vibration of the tone, letting go to the reverberation of voice, letting go to the sunshine beaming from your pocket onto the mind's eye, letting go to the center of your circle, letting go of each distraction, of each thought bubble, release without attachment, letting go. Letting go and feeling the expanse of your self-awareness, this moment of self-control, letting go. Feeling the vastness of the center of your circle as consciousness rises in you. The crystal clear you filling your sphere of influence. As you use your will to choose imagination, to be the artist of you, the creator of an image. Each artist uses an instrument, be it pen, brush, chisel, guitar, drum, voice. Choose the instrument for now. And on the vast expanse, the canvas of your self-awareness, with long, smooth strokes, strums, or hums, create the image of a balance beam. Let the colors come. Let the tones tell you. As you flow, connect to the connection that is flowing inside of you, to the electric surging free, to the cosmic you, the universe that is you. You set the scene. You create this image. Allow the scene now to float in the vast expanse of your awareness. Let go your instrument. Let go of will. Let go imagination. And in consciousness, be. Be for the first time. In the complexity is simplicity. Holding it up to the sunshine that is beaming from your pocket. Smooth it into a ball that will exist as a universe inside of you. Holding the ball out in front of you now. Peer one more time into the scene and see the beam that will represent your balance. And as you do, release the ball, allowing it to drop and splash into the center of your circle. And as it splashes down, as the ripple pushes forth, let go of all you do not know. Let go of all that you may not understand. Let go of all that you cannot control, because that is okay. And as you feel that ripple pushing forth, as you feel that pulsing, feel your circle expanding from your acceptance, and in affirmation say, I will use my self-awareness to focus on what I can control. I will use my free will to focus on what I can control. I will use my imagination to focus on what I can control. I will use consciousness to focus on what I can control. I am the programmer, and this is my program. This is the space that exists in between the stimulus and the response. The space where I stand in the center of my circle, where I have the freedom to choose my responses. I want to believe, so say we all. And now, call your attention back to a light breath, and with a breath light, allow the world back on to your object form, onto the head and neck and shoulders. With a light breath and a breath light, call your attention back and allow the world back on to the heart center. With a light breath and a breath light, allow the world back onto the body, the outer body. Take hold of your root, and as you have it, if you have it, all that you have, allow the world back to the upper and lower limbs, to the brain belly. Flutter open those lids at your own pace, calling your attention to all that you are as you are, focusing on the you of now, the sharpened you, the focused you, the you who has never left, the you who is not the drop in the ocean, the you who is the ocean in the drop, and to the we that is the tide, my good humans, we are not broken. Welcome back. If you have that cold water, do drink it down. If you have the time, please spend the time writing down how will you use this image of the balance beam later on today. How will you use it to ground yourself back to this moment of meditation, so that you can use this mindful meditation, this guided meditation, when the world is bearing down upon you, when your ego is dragging you down that alley to do its work upon you, where it is looking to drag you into that deep water and hold you under. How will you use the image of the balance beam when you find yourself in a difficult conversation later on today? How will you use it? Write it down. This is where we are observing ourselves without evaluating our being, because that is the highest form of intelligence. As Krishnamurti did say, indeed, indeed, indeed. How will you use it later on today, my good humans? Share this out. We have work to do as a species, do we not? Do we not have work to do as a species? How can we be self-balanced for contingencies? My goodness. The song today is Where the Streets Have No Name by YouTube. YouTube. Oh my goodness. See that? I'm not sure if that's considered a Freudian slip. Probably not. And ha ha ha. Anyway, it is Monday. Man, it is about to be a week. I am feeling it. I am feeling it. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Please share this out. This is not the only way. It is a way to reach to a place where we can all be more self-balanced together. And my goodness, We need it. So let us do it together. I love you all individually and as a group. If you need me, reach out, and I will do my best to get back to you. Peace and love, my good humans. Peace and love. We'll see you tomorrow.